our thing now, and we're going to go to another big hit. And we're talking about physicality from your tight end on the goal line. That's what you want. And you have Reed and Ebron on the goal line. Yeah, I jumped ahead. That was my bad.
You did. You're talking to me about jumping ahead. Let's go right ahead. Let's get back into this highlight reel really quickly because, you know, this is our moral of the game. Brought to you by Mr. Booger McFarland. Let's talk about defensive players making sure that they're not getting paid for knocking down blocking passes.
And they don't.
No, they don't. That's not what you get paid for, guys. You're supposed to just sack the quarterback on every play. I'm sorry, I played football for a long time, and everything we were taught on the defensive side of the ball was to get your hands up. If you knew you weren't getting to the quarterback and making a sack happen, if there was a pass coming, your hands were up. And on the offensive side of the ball, it was your job to block them low and try to get their hands down so they can't do exactly what J.J. Watt does in this play. And guess what it leads to, Van?
$0 in the bank account.
Yeah, because that's not what you
because of this play right here, which is Luck Watt interception.
Let's do it.
That's the one. Pump that bad boy up, and we're looking at a play that makes a difference. Oh, it gets better in the air, and look at this nose tackle. This guy is like 340 pounds. He's going like, what is this?
Look, I get to catch the ball. You know, Van, what I like here more than anything else as this replays is watch the depth that Watt gets upfield into the backfield.
Unbelievable.
You know, Andrew Luck's on a 5-step drop right there. He's deep back in the pocket. Watt is just moving through that offensive line, and then he gets his hands up right at the end when the throw's going out. He deflects the pass, even though he's not paid to do that, and ends up turning into a Houston interception. This could have been a big momentum shift, but then Houston goes 3 and out, and the Indianapolis defense stepped up again. And that's what we saw in the first half. Every single time the Houston Texans did anything to gain a little bit of momentum, Indianapolis just stepped in with their defense and shut them down.
And then here it is again. We're going to jump forward to the play I almost interjected, which is Eric Ebron, again, on the goal line, showing his physicality.
Yeah.
It wasn't a touchdown, and it was everything but a touchdown.
Oh, it could have been.
But, oh, my goodness, I give credit to rookie Reed of the Texans for laying his body on the line.
Look at this.
And he stopped the touchdown.
He absolutely did.
Momentarily. You know, they came right back and scored, but he left the game, and as you can tell, this young man.
And for me, that looks like a separated shoulder.
Yeah,
they said it out there. I think it's a little bit more of a mismatch than this. They said that Eric Ebron outweighs him by 50 pounds. I think it's even bigger. And Reed just laid himself out there, sacrificed his body for the cause to stop that touchdown from happening, even though Ebron almost caught it. He bobbled the ball twice, and then he almost caught it from his back.
I mean looking
up at it, just going, I almost got this thing.
Close.
No, it was really an incredible play,
really
and props to you, Reed, for doing everything you had to do to stop that touchdown.
Hey, that's a Barley Forge hit, Reed.
That's a Barley Forge hit of the game.
Right there.
Right there, Slancha.
Absolutely. All right. Again.
And a deflated tire. That's what I felt like the Houston offense was all day today, was a deflated tire. They just really couldn't get any momentum going.
Not long after this, we watched something you don't want to see before the halftime, which is your best player on, well, maybe second best player on your team, Hopkins, okay? Definitely one of the best wide receivers in the league, exiting early.
Yeah.
Okay, he did come back, okay, but in the second half.
Listen, Van, it's just like Clowney. He came back too, but who came back? He didn't come back at 100%.
Exactly.
He didn't come back as Jadeveon Clowney. Neither did DeAndre Hopkins come back as DeAndre Hopkins. These guys were trying to get back out there into the game to make an impact at the end there, and I don't know that they were capable. I think the injury that they sustained was just hampering them a little bit too much. And they couldn't, again, gain any momentum on the offensive side of the ball for Houston today. It's really unfortunate.
All right. I want to talk about really quick what I call the Texans player of the game. And I think that is, without a doubt, J.J. Watt.
Absolutely.
All right. And to illustrate, I want to show a play. It's our last little highlight, if you will. Well, we'll see if it's last. Our engineer does wondrous things. And it's the Watt-Whitney sack.
Yep.
Again, by the way, he didn't knock down a pass, so he may have actually got paid on this play.
I think he got paid for this one.
But he didn't get the sack, right? He created the sack.
He created the sack. Look at the pressure. It took 2 guys to guard him. They couldn't handle him. His depth and his movement Andrew
Luck had to bring the ball
has to
down.
try to knock him out of the way, bring the ball down, and regather himself in order to try to make a play. And then what do you have on the other side?
And if you watch,
you've got
actually-
Whitney coming in, and that there's just nothing they can do about that. And it's all because of J.J. Watt.
Absolutely. And you and I had talked in the green room about Watt's uncanny ability to pick hands out of
Yes.
space. And if you watch in this play, you'll see he forces Luck to actually, he knows that, move the ball out and slap his hand
Yes,
away.
he does.
He's like, no, it's J.J. Watt.
Shit.
Protect the ball. Oh, shit. And that gives everybody time to get to him.
It really does.
And so that is J.J. Watt. And that's why I believe he's the Texans' player of the game.
I couldn't agree more. He's a guy that he's a force to be reckoned with on every play. It doesn't matter what play it is. You almost have to double team him every single time to keep him out of the play and keep him away from the ball. You have to tailor design your offense to go to the opposite direction. But then when you do, what do you have on the other side of the ball? You got Jadeveon Clowney. So
Who wasn't
Clowney
there?
being hurt had a big impact, and you started to see the ball go that direction a lot more often. They did not want to go towards J.J. Watt today.
No.
Watt was on fire. I love the way he played football. I'm sorry, Texans, you guys are out. You're going to go home and watch the rest of the playoffs from the couch.
Now, Colts player of the game, and it's a toss-up because you got T.Y. Hilton, who in the first half, not a whole lot of stats, even though he helped create both touchdowns,
Right.
all right? Well, 2 of the 3. And then in the second half, he just got open and they, how does he
Right.
do it? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. But no, to me, you go to defense, and it's a guy who, even though his individual stats were good from cornerback, I mean, 5 solo tackles, which tied for the team lead.
Sure, yeah, 6 tackles total.
All right, and then interception,
Interception.
okay, pass defense,
Yeah.
fumble, all that good stuff.
Tackle for a
okay.
loss.
But to me, the stats are important for Mr. Kenny Moore is
Kenny Moore the second.
the stats of DeAndre Hopkins, because that was the guy he had to stop.
Yep.
5 catches?
Didn't do very much in this game. DeAndre Hopkins is literally taken out of this game by the secondary. If we look right now at Houston's receiving, DeAndre's way down the list. He was beaten out by Kuti today. DeAndre Hopkins had 5 catches for 37 yards. That is not a DeAndre Hopkins performance. We
Nope.
saw Kuti with 11 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown with a long of 20. He was more the DeAndre Hopkins of the day, but you got to give credit where credit's due to Moore. At the end of the day, my player of the game for the Indianapolis Colts is Leonard. Come on. The guy's got 13 tackles today. Look at the way this guy's playing football. He was all over the field. He was in every single play, just like we said it he was going to be. Van and I called it in the pregame. If you didn't watch the pregame, go click over there and watch it now. Subscribe to us, hit all the links, hit the subscription bell so that we can let you know exactly when we're going to be posting. We've got the Dallas game coming up. We're going to be doing pregame. We want to have you with us. Make sure that you join Van and I. We had a really great time.
We got to close out of here, but before you do, there's one incredible stat for today's game that we need to share with you, and I think the perfect person to share it quickly with you is you, Sharky, and we're talking about some incredible rookie All-Pros.
The only time that 2 rookie players have ever made it to the Super Bowl was 53 years ago when the Chicago Bears drafted
Dick Butkus
and Gale Sayers.
out, but they also got James Caan. He was there.
Yeah, James Conn was there too.
Brian's son. He was Brian. You didn't see the movie?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, never mind. No, anyways, we got Quentin Nelson and we've got Darius Leonard right now at Indianapolis, and they're doing very similar things.
Who's going to stop him?
Yeah, right. Even though one of them's not a running back, at the end of the day, I mean, come on. You can definitely liken Leonard to Butkus, and we really like what we're seeing out of these rookies. Indianapolis did a great job drafting.
He blocks for the running back?
Yeah, he does. He did. They did a phenomenal job drafting this year. I love the way this team stacks up.
So
and
that's it?
with the sports wench the other day on VanderShark, Shark predicted
Yes,
the
you did.
flyer in the AFC that could go all the way to the Super Bowl as the Indianapolis Colts. So I will give myself a little bit of credit. It was great to have you with us. Make sure you subscribe. Welcome to VanderShark Playoffs. Brought to you by Bar.